And last year was a huge year for SPACs, as you say, over 80 billion, I think, going into SPACs last year. This year has started even faster. Just as I was saying about the private equity market, January and February being red hot, it's the same for SPACs, about 25 billion per month for January and February. So off to a rip-roaring start in that area too. It's largely driven in the US at the moment, although I think we're seeing some activity now around Amsterdam, which could bring the European market up as well. And it's really an opportunistic play, I think, here, where public markets are high. There is a lot of money looking for places to invest. There are issuers, sponsors with strong reputations and strong pedigree who are sponsoring these SPAC issues. And frankly, when you look at it, it's a bit of a free bet for those that are investing in the original IPO. They have the option to redeem their position once the IPO, once the SPAC has merged with a company, and they can take their money out fully and retain their warrants. So at the moment, you would see no reason not to invest in a SPAC, at least prior to the merger that it conducts. So we'll see where these things go. I think at the moment, the returns data on SPACs, shall we say, is it's in the balance.
Well, on that front, I noticed in your global private equity report that you just published, you've run some analysis comparing the end-to-end performance, so pre and post-merger, to equivalently timed investments in the S&P 500. What did that analysis tell you?
Yeah, you're right. So we looked at the period 2016 to 19, and the data in that shows us that in the period post the IPO and up until the merger, the SPACs have actually outperformed the market. But then after the SPAC merges with a company and effectively brings that company into the public market, actually those SPACs have traded down versus the market. 2020 data is a little bit more promising and encouraging, and of course that's when we've seen this huge lift in the amount of money going into SPACs. So not only have they traded ahead of the market prior to their mergers, but they've actually stayed ahead of the market post the mergers. But obviously this data is very, very recent, and we'll need to see how this plays out over the coming months.